Welcome to the WatchOut channel. I'm the Haunting Hour 17, passionate about a classic, hinting at a specific time for paranormal activity and content. The video I will share is from the uploader Scary Comp. The video, whether they have truth or not. You are the one who will judge what you have seen and what you have been touched by in the videos. Maraming salamat po and enjoy scary watching.
A woman named Linda has been dealing with disturbing and unexplained activity inside her home. It only happens when she's completely alone. For weeks, she brushed it off as her imagination, until the sounds became impossible to ignore. And when it continued week after week, she decided to set up a camera. This is what she captured. We can clearly hear heavy footsteps pounding up and down the stairs, like someone pacing frantically in a hurry. But Linda was completely alone. Each time, the strange sound would go on for nearly 20 minutes before everything suddenly fell silent again. And it didn't stop there. Over time, it grew worse. Eventually, it wasn't just one staircase. It was every staircase in the house, as if the entity had grown bolder, or even multiplied.
You guys, I'm hearing it again, but from downstairs this time. Yeah, nope.
Some skeptics tried to discredit her, claiming the footage didn't show the entire staircase. So the next time it happened, Linda made sure to capture everything, start to finish, and what she recorded left no room for doubt.
I keep hearing somebody walk up and down my stairs, but there is obviously nobody there. There's nothing there. And it keeps coming up and down, up and down.
Hearing repeated running footsteps without a visible source is often linked to residual hauntings, a spirit stuck in a loop, replaying the same traumatic event over and over. Usually, moments of panic, escape, or death. It's like the entity is trapped, reliving its final moments for eternity. Now, Linda admits she no longer feels safe being in the house alone. She sent the footage to a ghost hunter, and a full investigation is already underway. We can only hope she finds the answer she's looking for before the haunting escalates even further. Before we jump into our next terrifying video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to know whenever we upload something new. Now let's get back to our next video. A man named Jorge has been living through something far worse than nightmares. For months, he's been violently jolted awake by terrifying, unexplainable events unfolding right inside his bedroom. Drawers are ripped open with force, chairs are flung across the room, deafening bangs echo against the walls, and blankets are yanked from his body in the middle of the night. On more than one occasion, objects have hurled themselves off shelves, and deep claw-like scratches have appeared on his bedroom wall. Jorge swears he never made. Finally, desperate to prove he wasn't imagining it, Jorge set up a camera while he slept. And this is what he captured.
In the name of Jesus Christ, I ask you to leave this house this instant. In the name of Jesus Christ, I ask you to leave this house.
His bedroom door was locked from the inside, as it always is before he goes to sleep. That alone rules out the possibility of anyone sneaking in, but the sheer force and aggression of whatever's behind this activity leaves only one chilling explanation. Jorge is dealing with something demonic. He shared the footage with his family priest, who confirmed the severity of the situation. Now, a full cleansing and series of prayers have been scheduled. For Jorge's sake, We can only hope this banishment succeeds before the entity tightens its grip any further. Dustin Fraser has long suspected that something, or someone, is attached to him. He's heard strange noises in his house when no one else was around, doors shutting on their own, and he's even woken in the dead of night with the chilling sense that something was hovering right by his bed. But one evening, Dustin wasn't even home. And still, this happened. Watch closely.
Pool is looking a little green, if you ask me, but I mean, to be fair, like the season's almost over, so let's check this one. Shoot good. Hot tip. Did around, everything's fine.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear a faint whisper. And then, a dark figure appears, standing directly behind him. So is this the proof Dustin needed to confirm that a spirit is truly following him? Or is there another explanation? A man named Alex is enduring something most people could never handle. Some time ago, his great-grandfather passed away peacefully at the age of 93. The family grieved deeply, believing they would never see him again. But Alex would. In one of his earlier encounters, a strange noise led him to a set of keys whose purpose he didn't understand. He held on to them, thinking their meaning might reveal itself later, and those same keys play a role in the clip you're about to see.
Okay, I just heard a loud bang out here. It's the middle of the night. Sounded like it was coming from the kitchen. Hello? Oh! Is there somebody here? Is there somebody? Okay, so I just came out and saw this chair freaking slide by itself away from the table, and when I look at what was out on the table, what I definitely did not put out here, it is my great-grandfather's journal, his old letters, those keys I found, and a photo album that I had not even known was here. This looks like an old, really old family photo album, and then this is a picture of my grandmother. My great-grandfather's daughter. So I'm freaking out right now. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have gone to that graveyard. I don't know.
Once again, the night begins with a thunderous bang, as if the ghost's tactic is always to lure Alex into its traps. This time, the trap is a chair moving on its own, pulling his attention away while something else happens. The entity had gathered several of his great-grandfather's belongings and placed them all together on a single table. The sight left Alex chilled to the bone. While he's convinced the force behind this activity is not his great-grandfather, because the energy feels far too sinister, the strange connection to family items made him tolerate it a little longer. He continued collecting evidence, hoping to piece the mystery together. One night, he heard those all too familiar noises downstairs, and, as always, he went to investigate, knowing a spirit was behind it, but unaware of just how terrifying this next encounter would be.
So I just captured something else on tape. While I was actually taking the tape, I did not notice it at all, but you go ahead and take a look at it and tell me what you think. Okay, I just heard a really loud noise coming up here from the same place where all the other stuff has been going on. Like something was dragging across the floor. Turn on the lights, like everybody says. Okay, come on. I know I heard something. I don't know. Let's see, I don't know. I don't know. There's nothing here. Turn on this light down here. No, I don't know. Did you see it? Let's take a closer look. Yeah, so that is somebody peeking out from my laundry room. I couldn't get a good look at it, but I don't know. That definitely looked like somebody to me. And there's nobody there. I've already checked. Nobody who is pale white hiding in my laundry room. So I'm freaked out right now.
Unlike previous nights where the poltergeist only manipulated objects before vanishing without a trace, this time it revealed itself. Alex later shared the footage with relatives, asking if they saw any resemblance to his great-grandfather in the figure that appeared. But every single one of them agreed, whatever this was, it wasn't his great-grandfather. It looked entirely different, and carried a presence that felt unmistakably evil. In this clip, a man named Josh hears a strange noise from downstairs that pulls him into the living room, only for him to capture something really terrifying. Watch closely. After searching the entire house and finding nothing unusual, Josh returns to the living room, only to discover it in complete disarray. Just so you don't miss it, here's how the room looked the first time he walked in. The cross hanging upright, the dining area perfectly arranged, every object in its place. But when he comes back, everything's changed. The cross is now upside down. The refrigerator door stands wide open. One of the dining chairs has been placed on top of the table. The chandelier swings, disturbed by unseen hands. Neatly stacked cartons now lie scattered across the floor. And most unsettling of all, a knife is standing upright, stabbed perfectly into the chopping board like a silent warning. When Josh posted this clip, the real conversation began. He revealed he's been living in the house.
Wait a minute. I noticed that 60% of our viewers have not yet subscribed to our channel. So subscribe now for our new videos that are coming soon. and I will upload them for you every day. So be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Be sure to watch till the end of the video. Maraming salamat po, and enjoy scary watching.
For over 6 years, but the strange activity only started about 3 years ago, right after he bought a haunted doll off eBay. What started as a joke soon turned into an open door to something he couldn't control. The obvious question came next. Why not just get rid of the doll? But that's where it gets complicated. Josh believes burning it could release whatever's attached to roam freely, and moving it might not help either, since the spirit could simply choose to stay behind. For years, the disturbances were small, almost easy to ignore, but recently, they've become violent. Viewers quickly pointed out that poltergeists aren't usually known for turning crosses upside down, suggesting this might not be a mere haunting, but something darker. Some even claimed the chaotic display was a warning of worse things to come. Others thought they spotted movement behind the curtain, assuming someone was hiding there. But Josh explained, "There's a cat tree and chair behind the curtain. My cat likes to sit there and look out the window." That detail made some take him more seriously. But even now, no one has been able to offer him a real solution. So the question remains, what would you do in his place? And if this isn't paranormal, then how do you explain what happened here? A local store's CCTV camera captured something downright chilling. Take a look. What exactly happened here? Some skeptics point out how unlikely it is for a gust of wind to move a toy in such a deliberate, almost purposeful way. Others argue it was left switched on, and maybe a faulty motor caused it to roll. Maybe that's true, but the toy hadn't been touched for hours. The store was completely empty at the time, and many who analyzed the footage pointed out that the wheels moved as if someone was pushing it. This isn't the first time unsettling activity has been reported either. Locals say items sometimes fall off shelves on their own, and workers often hear faint footsteps after closing. That makes this clip much harder to dismiss as a simple mechanical error. So what do you think? A faulty motor? Or did the store's security cameras accidentally capture a ghost? Playing with a toy? A man named Clay finally left the house he had lived in for 6 long years because of constant paranormal activity. Every single day he heard relentless knocking sounds. But even after moving into a new place, Clay's nightmare didn't end. After settling into his new apartment, things were about to get even worse. One morning, while doing the dishes, this happened. The kitchen chair suddenly slid across the floor without anyone near it. Moments later came the knocking. Even after Clay pushed the chair back into place, the exact same thing happened again. First the knock, then the chair moved on its own. Later that morning, he reviewed more footage. While the chair slid in the kitchen, lights in his bedroom flickered violently at the exact same time. From his years in a haunted house, Clay had learned to place cameras everywhere. And in this new home, that decision was more important than ever. It felt like he had left one haunting only to walk straight into another. But here's the detail that unsettled him the most. There was a locked door in the apartment that he wasn't allowed to open, part of the rental agreement. Strangely, no one explained why. Some speculate it could hide a sealed-off room where something tragic occurred. Others believe it holds an object tied to the paranormal activity itself. And then, one night, Clay woke to the sound of footsteps. We can hear clearly steady footsteps across the room. But Clay was in bed, and he lives alone. Some viewers claim to see a shadowy figure passing by. Clay admitted he noticed it too, but told himself it was just a trick of the light. That excuse crumbled after the next encounter. Late one night, while editing videos, he felt something touch his shoulder. Startled, he spun around, but no one was there. On camera, the door shifts slightly, then a deafening bang echoes from the locked room. He searched every corner of the apartment but found nothing. Still the tapping began. Slow at first, then faster, like something demanding his attention. When he sat back down, the door moved again, as though unseen hands were trying to close it. The scariest moment came when Clay had friends over. After a long night of catching up, everyone went to bed. But Clay's camera notified him of motion in the hallway. The pattern was all too familiar. First the knocking, then the flickering lights, then the footsteps. Yet no one had left their beds. Every one of his friends swore they stayed put until morning. So what, or who, was moving through the apartment? And is the haunting somehow connected to the locked door that Clay
Please
isn't allowed
like
to
and
open?
subscribe to my
For now,
channel.
the
This
truth
is a big
remains a
help to
mystery.
me as a content creator. To provide you with many scary, creepy, and terrifying videos, Maraming Salamat po, and see you again in my next videos. I'm the Haunting Hour 17.
It's you,